Welcome to my Saturday morning midlife crisis, where cartoons are out, coffee's in, and the family drama writes itself. I'm Austine.
And I'm Alex. All right, let's go into House of Stassi.
House of Stassi, I'm super excited to talk about.
Yes.
You started it. You started and finished before I did. I pretty much binged it this week, and in between, it was my right before I go to bed.
Yes.
TV show.
I love that. Well, before you go into your thoughts, I would like to make one comment before we fully get into our thoughts.
Okay.
And maybe this will help transition into everything. Okay.
Okay.
Last week when we did our popcorn topic, we mentioned it was out, and I already saw one episode, and I told you loved it. All that, and that's still true. It's still all true, except there was one thing that I said, and that was I'm very interested to see where this goes, because this really does seem like it's a whole new Stassi. I was wrong, and that's where we'll go.
Okay.
I was just one episode in when I made that comment.
Yeah, so. This is a whole new Stassi. I was like, oh, an evolved Stassi. And you were like, yeah, evolved. Yeah. Okay, so House of Stassi really is a spin-off show on Hulu based on Bravo's Vanderpump Rules, VPR. Yes. And she was a breakout character until she got canceled. You'll catch up on all of that if you watch House of Stassi, which I do recommend people to watch.
It's so good.
Because we pretty much threw The Valley out the window, bye, because it was boring as heck.
Cut the show. I'm done. Take me off.
And when I look at House of Stassi, they took the opportunity to break the fourth wall.
So funny.
So funny. And they did it over and over and over again. The style of the show, the way they have filmed this show, the way they have editing is huge in this show, has been, I think, top notch, because it is something different. It's something new.
Watching it, I almost felt like I was no longer watching a reality TV show, and I was watching just a drama.
Yeah.
You know, just because of how they were editing it, and almost like a comedic drama.
The making of a show.
Something. Yeah. It was just the camera angles, the different shots, and even when they would the people would make their comments, the editors would put a little it
would freeze frame.
And then
insert thought.
Yeah. And just those little touches were just so great, but it just made you feel like this is more than just a typical reality TV show.
Yeah, exactly. So spoilers from this point forward, if you haven't watched House of Stassi.
Because it was all out, and we both binged it.
Yeah, and now the whole season is out. We binged it. It was good. So spoilers from this point forward. But just to give you the quick background about Stassi, maybe you could listen to this next 10 seconds and then pause and go watch it and come back to us. But Stassi's from VPR. She was canceled. We've seen her since she was in her early 20s. Her first relationship that you see on camera is with Jax Taylor. And if you've been watching The Valley, etc., you were introduced to Jax. He's just an awful person.
Worst.
And him and Stassi was the most toxic, dynamic duo. Because they were a dynamic duo, but toxic as all can be.
She's like, it was your choice to sleep on the couch last night.
It was.
Because I'm going to get in the bed with the devil. No, I'm not.
I am the devil. And don't you forget it.
Fast forward, she meets a beau, and we barely see that at the end of VPR, I think. And then she's canceled. We don't see her for years. But she's still maintaining her own podcast, which is very, very successful.
Yes.
And through that, she gets married.
Her and Beau get married.
If you follow, again, them on social media, like I was, because I'm a fan, you find out she has 2 kids and everything. So that's where House of Stassi comes in.
This time I get to go back and do it, but on my terms. What could go wrong?
The House of Stassi really is all of her friends and her family, her core close circle. That is who this show is around. And with the pilot, it really starts to open up with those core individuals talking about, referring to the villa or whatever it's called, in a scene that happened in there where Stassi threw out the word divorce to Beau, and everybody was rocked because everybody sees Beau and Stassi as a really great anchor couple.
Yes.
That almost as if they, as the season goes on, almost like they all aspire to be that couple, but they're seeing cracks in it. And if they have cracks, oh boy.
Where's the hope?
Yeah, where's the hope? There could be other cracks in other, how am I going to find love? I don't know. That's probably dramatizing it too much, but I do think that that's like there. It's a seed. And so the whole show, the whole season is really Stassi trying to produce, direct, literally. I mean, it's very obvious and clear. Like she talks about it of starting these other things to bring closure to her friends. So she has her sister dynamic where she's trying to work that out. So Georgia and Georgie, wait, I flipped it. Georgia is...
I think Georgia is Stassi's sister and Georgie is Beau's sister.
Or vice versa. You'll have to watch through it because I kept getting so confused. They kept flipping both the names, but there's Georgia and Georgie, and one is Beau's sister and one is Stassi's sister. And they're living together with Stassi.
And they're also roommates too.
So they were roommates within Stassi's house, and then they leave Stassi's house and they're still roommates. They like each other, but they don't like each other.
Yeah, it's weird.
That was a whole dynamic. Then you bring back Katie Maloney.
From original VPR.
You bring her in and she's apprehensive of doing this, but she ultimately goes all in. And it does truly seem like I follow on social, I know this because I followed them before House of Stassi, that there was a disconnect. Like there was a gap in their relationship for a couple of years. And I did feel that come through. So I really did feel them going and navigating this new working relationship and friendship, because it's very clear it's both.
Loved having her back. She said, Stassi wants me back. I know exactly what you have to be on reality TV. So boop, here I am.
Here you go.
Let's go ahead. Let's do what we need to do. And she was great.
Yeah, you can see that she has over a decade of experience of reality TV.
And what's also nice is she's also had time to recover from what VPR was, because that was
a disaster.
It's such a great watch if you haven't seen it.
I was expecting to, try it. I was going to say, it's okay, not the best, not the worst. But it is surprisingly good.
But she looks great.
She does.
She delivers in the season. Without her, I honestly don't think this show would be what it is. Without
there would
Katie
be a missing
coming.
piece.
There would be a missing piece. So brilliant on them to bring in Katie. Katie, you collect that paycheck. Well deserved, well earned. It did, however, show the lack of reality experience of everyone else.
Yes.
But it didn't mean that it made it bad or worse. It just was like, clearly they don't know how to deliver like Katie does.
But what I will give them credit for, we were just talking about the Valley and we don't care about that anymore. It's gone downhill, all of that stuff. And those people are people that have been around TV
for a long time,
their whole life. And it's sad to see that they just aren't delivering. But these people over here at House of Stassi, to your point, that just have not had any experience on reality TV, don't know exactly how to handle these kind of situations. And yet they were still entertaining. So I agree with everything you're saying. I just wanted to add that piece, though, to kind of show the different levels that House of Stassi kind of is on.
Right. You don't have to have done this for a decade
to still be entertaining.
To be entertaining. So I think for me, for House of Stassi, kind of how I want to recap it is not necessarily episode by episode, but like those big main themes.
Yeah.
And so to kind of get us through the season.
And I'm about like a week out from binging it. So you're going to have to remind me about these.
Okay.
Order of events kind of thing.
So I don't personally really want to dig into the Georgia, because one, I get them confused of which one's which. Two, you don't really see a lot from Beau's sister throughout of it. I mean, she's there. You know that there are conversations going on.
It's not until towards Georgia and Georgie move in out together. And get their own place, and they have their own little tiff where you kind of start seeing more of Beau's sister.
Right. But you see Stassi's sister, and I think quite a bit, and she's out there. And I think what's interesting about Stassi's sister is then you get the Stassi. You get introduced further to Stassi's dynamic within her family and how her sister is similar, but very different than her.
Yes.
And that was kind of fun to watch another family member of hers on camera. She's quirky, a little strange. She has a lot of growing up to do. Like
she does. And she also was very like flip-floppy in her opinion and her allegiance. I don't know if that's what you want to call it, but she was very flip-floppy on how she felt about different situations or how to approach situations or just her opinion on things. She was weird. Inconsistent.
And I can see where that drives Stassi crazy because Stassi's like, I don't like a liar. I like you to be upfront. Mm-hmm. I like you to be upfront, but more on my side. Like she tends to want that. And I think that's where her sister has trouble. So you probably really need to work that out in therapy.
All right, I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't crazy. I don't need no psychiatrist. And if you ever tell anybody I've been in here, I'll kill you.
So I'll say the show with the two sister dynamic, it's interesting. It's there. It's a little bit of a filler, if you will, and helps move the bigger story along.
It does. Yes.
So
it's not boring.
It's not boring. The part that I want to start off as an anchor before we get into the bow and Stassi of it all
that's
is
the
really
burger of the cheeseburger.
Yeah. It's starting with the fries, which is Katie, because Katie coming into this, I had a lot of thoughts. So Katie came in, Stassi wanted her in. Katie was like, hey, look, I'm the godmother of your daughter. I miss our friendship. I wanted to be in this. I was going through some shit myself. Like, let's do this and let's do this right together. So Katie comes all in, but then you have all the other people that are like, Katie, who? Katie made Stassi cry.
They were threatened. They are threatened and jealous.
But they weren't going to say that they were threatened or jealous.
Nope.
They were like, we're protecting our Stassi. She hurt Stassi. No, you were protecting your paycheck.
What's her name? Taylor
and Christina.
Oh, we've known Christina from Vanderpump as well.
And they both of them can say what they want. I think Christina, I'll get to her because especially the last episode, it really opened my eyes to really what the Christina of it all. But Taylor was like, oh, hell no, not Katie. I've worked too damn hard for this. I didn't like, Taylor didn't come off.
If there is anyone on, because I really enjoyed this show. And when I'm really enjoying a reality TV show, it's hard for me to be like, I don't like this person because, whatever the reason is, because when I'm in it, I'm like, this is all good TV, you know? Yeah. But if I had to pick that one person that I'm like, I really don't like you, it's Taylor.
Yeah. So, Stassi wants the truth. She wants honesty.
Yes.
She wants loyalty.
She has the loyalty part.
Taylor has loyalty. Taylor seems to have, what did we just say? What were the three? Honesty, loyalty, and what was the third?
You tell me.
Shoot. Can we hit rewind? Stassi wants the truth. She wants honesty.
Yes.
She wants loyalty. It doesn't matter. Stassi wants a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. And for me...
Honesty.
Honesty.
Honesty, loyalty, and... Now I forgot the other one.
Honesty, loyalty.
You look so dumb right now.
Taylor in the House of Stassi, I had trouble with because there was a little bit of like fakeness, dare I say. I don't know.
100%.
I don't know the right way to caveat it. Like, I really believe Taylor loves Stassi. I really believe that they have a true friendship. Mm. But Taylor, at the end of the day, there's a reason why you're not Hartford's godmother. Mm. That was her first child, and Hartford's godmother is Katie Maloney. Mm-hmm. You have to understand what Katie meant to her. Whether you agree with it or not, Katie means something to Stassi on a level that you probably can't understand at this moment.
The thing is, Vanderpump ended about 10 years ago, right?
Started
started
way past 10 years ago.
Yeah. It started 10 years ago. And Taylor says that she has known Stassi for about 10 years. I'm going to say that was probably...
No, I don't think she said that. There's no way Taylor could have known her that long.
She did say that.
Okay.
She did say that. And that's why I feel like Taylor didn't come into the picture until Stassi started leaving Vanderpump. I think it was around that time because obviously Stassi's not throughout all of Vanderpump. Katie has known Stassi like...
Early 20s.
prior to Vanderpump ever
Right.
being a thing.
Yeah,
And
as
so
has Christina.
Exactly. So they go way, way, way back than Taylor.
Mhm.
So that's why I believe Taylor was just threatened, because she knew there was a foundation there. And
if Katie's your bestie and now I'm your bestie.
let's just talk about what the real issue is.
What?
It's the comment that Katie made. And it wasn't even directed towards anyone specific. It was actually a dig towards Stassi.
It was.
And because it is true, Stassi's the kind of person that, if, like you said, if it's not loyalty, if you're not on her side, if
You're not being honest,
all of those things, then she is very quick to turn on you, to cut you out of her life and stuff. So Katie made a comment of, Stassi, if they aren't on your payroll, then you don't want them in your life, you know? And she was pretty much saying it to sum up everything that we just said, how we just described everything. It wasn't literal, even though there may be some literal, you know, meaning to it, but it wasn't completely literal.
Katie was speaking about her world and her
relationship with Stassi.
And I think later in a couple episodes, as it comes up from Christina and Taylor and they confront Katie with this, Katie explains it well.
She does.
I was just using it as just like an exaggeration to prove my point. And when you take offense to something, most often, not always, but most often, it's because someone held a mirror up to you and you didn't like your reflection.
Especially when it's like a who cares kind of comment.
Exactly.
Like, who cares
At
if you're
lunch.
on Stassi's payroll, or Katie thinks that of her friends, or however you took it. Who cares? It wasn't even that big of a deal. It's not a, this is going to ruin my career kind of comment.
Correct. She didn't call her like this or this.
She didn't accuse her of doing some horrendous crime or anything.
Right. She just said you're on her payroll, and you are.
You're on this House of Stassi show.
So she felt threatened, and boy, I was eating my popcorn. I was just like, you're showing your jealousy. You're showing your lack of confidence in the own relationship that you have with Stassi. And there has to be a part of you, probably why you feel most threatened, is because there's a level of lack of honesty in the relationship that you have with Stassi, which is not a good foundation, especially if you've been building for, let's say, 10 years, a decade.
Yeah.
And that's what your relationship is built on, of you not being able to look at Stassi and tell her what you think, like Katie can. You're in trouble just for your own relationship with Stassi, period. So, you got to be able to course correct that. And I think she, by the time that last episode happened, she's like, well, if Katie can be direct, maybe I can be direct, and we'll get there. But you effed up.
Yes, she is a bitch. BICTH, and in that order.
So thanks for watching. If you want to check out the full episode, be sure to listen to us on Spotify at My Saturday Morning Midlife Crisis.